Welcome back to No Man's Sky, and just as there's a storm approaching, I'm going to start talking a little bit about the very basics of starting to do the cooking, the food stuff. So on every planet you're going to find stuff like hepaloid wheat and impulse beans. I need to create some room. Okay, so just pick them up as and when you encounter them, and have somewhere dedicated to put them all, like say your freighter. So I've already got the baits here, which are you use to throw at animals to feed them. They'll all want a very specific one of these, not including the creature pellets. Creature pellets will feed them and make them happy with you, but you won't get much out of them other than faecium. They'll poop, basically. Whereas the rest of them, you will get some sort of product out of them by feeding them whichever of the 8 of these they actually want. You'll also be able to ride them, ride the animals, because you've essentially domesticated them by feeding them. But yeah, you want to be picking up the flowers, and that also includes the normal flowers that you can grow yourself, which are these ones: fungal mold, frost crystal, gamma root, cactus flesh, selenium, star bulb, marrow bulb, and kelp sac. Okay, so that's your first step, is pick up as many of these different plants as you can. Right, so let's go grab some sweet root as well. Impulse beans, have we got impulse beans already? Yeah. You will find that each different planet will have, each different planet type, sorry, I should say, will have at least one, usually 2, specific plants that only appear on that particular planet type. So you'll need to visit a variety of different planets to get all of the different plants, and also to get a variety of different foods from different animals, because each animal type, when you feed it, will only give you one specific food item. What I'm going to do is I'm going to travel back to my base, where I've got all of the food items in storage, so I can give you a general rundown and idea of what's going on with it all. Hopefully the storm will go away in the meantime. I'm getting close because I can see the power tower, mineral tower or something there. Okay, there's my power tower, and here's my base. Actually, I'm on the back. There's my power tower. Okay, so we are back at base. Let's go inside into the nice. Actually, I think my fine. Yeah. So let's talk about these while we're here. So automated feeder, which is currently not powered for some reason. Why is that not powered? Powered? Yeah. Okay, so the automated feeder, basically you put some food into there. I don't have any yet. I'll grab some in a second, and it will attract some animals that are nearby, and it will automatically feed them, so you don't have to go up to the animal and keep clicking to feed it. Then the livestock unit here will harvest the various products from it. Now, if there's only one animal type around, it's only going to fill one slot with one specific item. But if there's lots of different animal types around, well, you can get all sorts of different food items from them, and they'll all go there. Okay, so have I got a thingy build? So tech, portable, nutrient processor. This is how you make foods, okay? So you're going to put 1, 2, or 3 different types of foods in. Alright, you'll notice I've got quite a few different food types available to me there already, which it's pulling from the ingredient storage here, mostly. Okay, so when you process from the animals, you will get sticky honey, warm proto-milk, eggs, grease, fruits, all of these yellow ones at the top here, and these 2 here, right? Those will be given to you by the animals that you have fed. These red meaty ones are ones that you get for killing certain animals. Okay, then you'll see I've got the various different plants I was telling you to pick. So you've got impulse beads, pilgrimberry, fireberry, Solatillo, frozen tubers. You could probably guess, like with some of these, what planet types they'll come from. Your frozen tubers and your frost crystals will obviously come from cold planets, right? And your fireberry and selenium will obviously come from hot planets, etc., etc. So you've got glass grains, jade peas, non-toxic mushrooms, barberry, and civet beans, aloe flesh, cactus nectar, hexaberry, hepaloid wheat, sweet root, pulpy root. Okay, then you'll process some of them in that nutrient processor I just showed you, and that will make just those by themselves will make stuff like your marrow flesh, your kelp rice, your steamed vegetables. Okay, some of the others require some strange stuff, like chromatic metal will come silicon egg. Yeah, you'll get processed sugar and refined flour out of a few different ones, and that's basically the start of your whole process of cooking. And now if we go into our, is that just ingredient storage? Yeah. So if I go to my storage containers, alright, you'll see the rest of the cooking products. So you've got a variety of different types of items. So you start off with some honeys and some drinks and creams and butters, you get ice creams, batters, some omelettes, soups and stews, donuts, jellies, pies, and these are all made just by combining the items you've already got. Alright, so you've got cakes and stuff at the end. Right, those cakes, right, have been made by combining stuff we already had. So let's go here, for example. These jellies will help to create the donuts. Yeah, the batters might help to create the cakes, perhaps, I forget. But I will add a thing on the end of this video that further explains the process. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, you just harvest from plants and animals, feed the animals, kill the animals, you know, get all the ingredients that you can, and then use your nutrient processor to combine them together to make new items. That's about all there is to it, really. These things help a lot if you can find somewhere like an area with lots of animals, right, instead of manually feeding and harvesting from each of them, just build these. They're fairly cheap to make, and they make the whole process a lot easier, especially considering if you're doing it by hand, you're probably going to miss a few animals and you will have wasted your products on nothing. Okay, well, I'm going to end this video here for this part, but I will add on to the end a little bit of a rundown outside of the game. So, second part of the cooking video then, I've come to the website, which if you haven't checked it out yet, bless me, if you haven't checked it out yet, please do check it out. So, cooking is a process of combining various ingredients, raw ingredients, and harvested agricultural substances into consumable products with the use of a nutrient processor. So first, the player must create baits to attract and feed fauna, like we talked about, again, the various eggs, milks, and honey. The flowers, meats, and animal products the player has collected, they can combine ingredients to make new foods. So why cook? To complete your catalogue and for fun. You can consume the items for boosts to your health, speed, hazard, all that. Let's come across a bit and I will show you those. Right, so you can have 5%, 20% or 40% energy. You can have 10%, 25% or 50% hazard protection. You can add to your health, jetpack boost, and stamina duration. Okay, so those are the bonuses for eating them. If you are going to eat them, just eat the early on versions. Don't make some really complicated stuff and then eat it, because it's just going to give you the same boosts as some of the earlier on ones would. You can sell them for units. That amount can get really high as you progress through the stages I'm going to run through in a minute. I mean really, really high. And then you can give Kronos the chef on the space anomaly to get a random amount of nanites, or exceptionally rarely some quicksilver. That has an element of random number generation, but the higher along the stages you are, the higher amount you're likely to get. But you can still end up with nothing doing it that way, no nanites at all if he's in a bad mood. Okay, so step 1, prepare baits. Yeah, like I said, it's needed to feed the animals. So you feed the animals and harvest from them to get all of these 10 items. Kill the animals to get these 11 items. Collect from flowers, these 10 different flowers. Okay, then you can process those flowers. Oh, hello, what did I do? I did something weird. I don't know what I did there. Yeah, process them 10 flowers to get these 10 items. Right, some more different things to get those. Right, then you will add items you've already got together to get the custards, the butters, then again some oils and caramels, then your ice creams, then your batters, then your eggs and omelettes, then your drinks, then your sauces, then your soups and stews, then your jams, then your donuts. Right, there's two different, I don't know what I'm doing there. There's two different sets of donuts. So you've got your two just normal donuts, which are accelerated fry, and then the rest of the donuts are nutrient injections. These are just the names of the process as you're adding the items together, basically. Pies and tarts, which there are quite a few of, and then cakes, which there are a ridiculous amount of. Now, obviously, the cakes, being the last stage, are going to be the ones that sell for the most. So let's just click on a random one. Caramelized Nightmare. Right, it sells for 25 million. Right, 600,000. Right, so they're quite worth doing. Right, so the website shows you what the consume bonus is, which cooking stage it is, although I've noticed I've not changed that. I need to edit that a little bit. Yeah, what you have to put together to make it. So in this case, it was crunchy caramel and one of the batters. Just lots of helpful stuff in here about each stage. Okay, and this appears on all of the pages. Right, and then you find the stage cakes. Right, and then it's just pictures of inventories. And I will have an album at the bottom here that will have all the different versions of this. The caramelized nightmare, for example, in this case, will be used to create. Now, obviously, it being a cake, it's the final product, so nothing will go there on this page, but I will do it on the earlier ones. So yeah, that's cooking basically. Yeah, it's well worth doing. It's a bit of fun, and you can get lots and lots of money and nanites out of it, and you can complete your catalogue. So I hope you enjoy your cooking. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!